Hello, happy Wednesday, everybody. It's me. I have 2 kids upstairs, 2 kids downstairs. We have a guest over, so I promised them I'm setting my timer. We have a library program we're going to later. This has to be half an hour, so I'm setting my timer on my watch, which, by the way, if you're forgetful like me, an Apple Watch has turned out to be the best thing ever because I have a built-in watch. But that means I'm going to get started, and K8 Jones offered to be a moderator last week. If you're here, like, I'm not trying to call you out if you're not here, but if you are, let me know, like, in a comment, and then I'll make you a moderator so that we have that help. But hello, everyone. I'm going to jump right in because I'm pinched for time. I'm so excited everyone's here. And someone, Mark, mentioned that he started 75 Hard after seeing it on the channel and just finished it. So congratulations to Mark. Hi, Mom. Hey, Mom, can I make you a moderator? My mom is Joni. Basically, I don't know because I've never been a moderator myself. But I'm going to add my mom as moderator. And Mom, if anyone goes naughty, I think you can block them on my behalf or delete their comments. So we'll see if it turns out. But I got a comment. Someone said that normally is on the lives, left a comment asking if I could answer a question because she will not be here. And thank you, Mom. She said she's going to be the moderator. Joni Sowers is my mom. So these questions came right beforehand, and hello, everyone joining. But I told her that I would answer them. So she says, when I choose to do a down day and then an up day or a down day, do I do something like Mealless Monday where I do it the same every week, or is it fluid? So to answer that first question, I do it fluid because I have really found intermittent fasting to be so freeing, which sounds crazy because it can seem very restrictive. But for me, to be able to implement it on a day that works well, like when we're really busy or if we're going to have leftovers, then I won't have to make another dinner. I really like to, I'm fluid with it. So I don't do the same day every week. And so that is, I do it whatever works best. Second part to that question was, how do I deal with feeling pretty, like if I feel crummy after an up day because I'm eating significantly more, or maybe I'll have more like treats or something on that day. And I don't feel like so horrible where I can't like function or I feel sick. But if I ever have like a heavy type feeling, it really just basically reinforces how good I feel on OMAD. And that just like, okay, yeah, I enjoyed eating yesterday, or I enjoyed eating more or longer than I normally would. It was fun for whatever purpose it served, but I'm looking forward to getting back into OMAD. Almost any up day makes me feel better about continuing to stay OMAD. So I don't have any, like, I've never felt super sick. If I did, except for like when I did the 10,000 calorie challenge, it just reinforces like, okay, that made me feel crappy. I don't want to keep feeling that way, so I won't eat the same. But if I feel heavy or like kind of dragging after an up day, basically it's just a reinforcement of the OMAD lifestyle. There are so many questions coming. I'm going to try to go as fast as possible. Okay, so let's see here. Hello from, there's Missouri, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Albany, New York. Hello to everybody. Alabama, Washington State, and Harold had his first Topo Chico and loved it. Congrats. I love Topo Chico. It is like a dessert for me on a down day usually. Patty says she tried scrambled eggs and cottage cheese. It is so good. Utah, Connecticut. Oh my goodness. And you're keeping it fluid too. Yay. I've been fasting for 3 days and breaking my fast in dinner time. Oh, congratulations. That is amazing. That's a long time. I really made someone upset last week about talking about the 100-hour fast. And I just want to be clear. Don't start with a 100-hour fast. Try lower fasts. When we do the group 100-hour fast, don't do it if you aren't able to. Like, I'm not telling anyone they're ready to do it. I'm not encouraging anyone to do it. If you want to join me, you're welcome. But I'm not trying to tell anyone they're ready. But congrats on completing a 3-day fast. I know that feels very accomplishing, and you're probably looking forward to your meal. Have I ever tried dry fasting? No. I don't know where I saw that. I can't see it again, but I feel like I missed. I see a comment here. I'm on like a wobbly surface, and it is driving me crazy. I hope I say this right. Vika says, can you please share the minuses of intermittent fasting? That is amazing that you asked that question because my video this Saturday is like, I think it's going to be 8 or 5. I don't remember, but I haven't fully recorded it. I like wrote my script, and by script, I just mean things to help me remember to say it all. The things I don't like about fasting. So here are mine that I can remember off the top of my head. One, I hate explaining it to people when they're very resistant. Most people are fascinated, and then I love talking about it because I feel like it's interesting to hear about, interesting to share a different perspective. But when they are pissy from the start and they're dead set on not accepting anything you say and they just think it's horrible, awful. So I hate people's like really negative interactions that you can have. Two, I have really bad breath from it. And because I'm not chewing gum or having mints purposely, and I do experience like keto breath, I think it's called. I hate that. Honestly, I brush my teeth twice a day. I use mouthwash. I wash my tongue. I actually got my tonsils out, and that did help significantly. That's not the only reason I got my tonsils out, but I really wish my breath were better, but it is not. So that's like my least favorite part. I am super, super cold in the winter. I would much rather be roasting and sweating than cold any day of the week. And in the winter, when I'm fasting and I'm further into a fast, I am so cold, it drives me bananas. And that's my literal least favorite. This is a really weird one, and it may not make sense to everyone. I don't know how to dress because I still don't know my size. I don't want to buy clothes for the size because part of me, like, how many times have you lost weight on a certain diet? And it's hard for me to buy clothes. I don't know what size I am. I'm not the same size in every size. Part of me feels like I'm still the size I was when I started. And that's a very, like, we've talked about this before, diet mentality that I have to get over. But clothing is hard because I don't know what size I wear in most things, even now that I've been at this weight for almost a year, or over a year. Just buying clothes, I still don't like. And I still have a lot of like clothes don't fit me well because they're from like older stuff, but I still liked it. I don't know. I don't like buying clothes. Those are the 4 that I can think of right off the bat. So let's see, bad breath, cold, clothing. But on the same side, like clothing, I just had family pictures taken, and it was fun to not like feel like I hated everything I put on. I just don't know how to dress my body, I guess. There's some other ones, but my video this Saturday is all about the downsides that I don't like about fasting. But those are the ones that come off the top of my head. Okay, I know I am behind on comments. Let's see here. Gina says, I've been fasting since May after watching your video about the power of zero. Thank you for the best advice ever on how to handle my eating. Yay, congratulations. Thank you for sharing that. It really makes me excited when I feel like the videos are reaching the intended audience. So congratulations. I am very glad to hear you share that. So thank you. Christy says she's going to try the cottage cheese with eggs too. I hope you love it. Hello from Kansas and Indiana. Hello, hello. Did I answer this? I've never tried dry fasting, but I think it would be interesting to do that. I just really do rely on my drinks. As I'm saying that, I have black coffee hot, and I have an iced tea here, which I started drinking from Panera, and I like crave it now. It is so good. But do you recommend dry fasting, mister? I see, Vika, you asked again. But yes, this Saturday's video is all about what I do not like about intermittent fasting. So that's funny. Your timing is awesome. Hello from Texas. This is from Crystal. I have found that after eating my 1 meal a day, I'm tired for about an hour afterward. I'm sensitive to caffeine, so I can't drink that for a pick-me-up. Do you experience this? I did at the very beginning. So at the very beginning, I felt very sluggish, and I also, like, that was at the same time that as soon as I had diarrhea. So I had diarrhea, and then I felt sluggish, and I was very tired, but I got through it pretty quickly. But I did have caffeine. But it didn't last very long. I don't know how new you are, and I don't remember how long it lasted exactly, because when I first started fasting, I did not plan to share it. I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd share anything about losing weight or dieting on my channel. But I just loved it so much. So I didn't record or like document as much at the beginning. Hello from Laguna Beach, California. Hello. Congrats. I'm so glad that I was there in your brain cheering you on, and I'm very excited to get your first 19-hour fast, Amanda. Hello from Arkansas. Hello. When is Mom going to make her debut? I don't know. Mom, you can chime in the comments. Her and I did talk about this. I would love to do a video with my mom. Her and I fast very differently, but I think there is a lot of merit to different journeys and people seeing it implemented differently. Like, it doesn't have to be OMAD or nothing. So, Mom, the people are asking, give them what they want, unless you don't want to, because your wants matter too. Let's see. I did 12-12 for years. That, I feel like that is an awesome way for some people, especially like I think of my husband. He doesn't have any weight issues. He's never had to. I mean, if you ask him, he's 38. He's almost 38. And he like watches a few pounds here or there, but I think there's benefit to fasting, especially when you don't have weight to manage. 12-12 would be wonderful. And I think he kind of does that, but I think that's amazing. 12-12, very easy to like keep track of too. Mini Mom, I'm guessing you're from Minnesota, says, after losing about 60 pounds of keto and intermittent fasting, I'm transitioning to adding carbs in with intermittent fasting. I'm nervous about gaining or a plateau. Still want to lose 10 to 15. I never really dieted while I was losing weight, so I don't have too much encouragement from, like, I didn't change what I ate while I lost all the weight, and I think that probably makes it easier. But I think if you're flexible and you keep going, I'm cheering for you. So even if it's not working right away, but you'll figure it out. Can I share the cookie dough bites recipe? Yes. Let me write that down because I will forget that. I have it pinned, so they're very good, and I love them. Actually, I just saw them in the freezer when I was pulling meatballs out. I thought, I need to remember those are there tonight. Cookie dough bites. But I'll share the recipe in the comments. But what I did, it's like, it doesn't tell you to do this in the recipe. So I'm just going to tell you what I did is it's like, it just makes a giant bowl of it and you can like scoop it or whatever. But I took it and I took a teaspoon and I rolled them into balls and froze them on a cookie sheet. And then I took them all frozen and put them in a bag. So that's my added step, and it has worked really well, and they're delicious frozen. Hello from another Albany, New Yorker. Hello, my New Yorkers, Laura and Jenny. Helen says, on my 5th week, just finished a 26-hour fast from Austria. Congratulations. Hello from Ferndale, Michigan. Have I ever been to Ferndale? It sounds familiar, but I don't have any memories of it. But hello, fellow Michigander. First rule of OMAD, don't talk about OMAD. It should be my rule, but I literally just love it so much. I don't bring it up and be like, I'm a faster, can't eat. But I just think everyone needs to be exposed to it. But that's hilarious. It really should be my rule. How long do you think about food during the day anymore? I've been clean fasting about 6 months, and I still think about food all day. So it's funny because I do think of food a lot, but my thoughts are just very different than they used to be. They used to be classified probably more as obsessive, and it was more of a, like, I'd start eating right when I started making my kids lunch in the day. You know, I'd put Cheez-Its in their lunches at 6:40 in the morning, and I'd eat 3 of them, and then I would think, oh, that was salty. Now I need to eat one of the grapes that I put in their lunch. And I was constantly thinking of like what I ate, how much I ate. Should I have? Shouldn't I have? Was that too much? Can I have another? Should I? Shouldn't I? It just all day long. Now it's more like, what's for dinner? What sounds good to me today? And I feel like my thoughts are much more healthy, even if I think of food a lot, or I think, oh, baking sounds fun. What should I bake today? Or, oh, I have these blueberries in the fridge. What would be delicious to make with blueberries? So I do think about food a lot, but I feel like the nature of my thoughts have improved. So it's no longer obsessive or negative, I guess. It's more like looking forward to it with pleasure. And but I don't think of like, when is it time to eat? I don't really have those thoughts anymore. I'm a little over 2 years in, and it's just more like, should I break my fast now? Or no, we have this going on later. Like today, for instance, we're going to try the strawberry Frosties from Wendy's before they leave. So I'm intentionally not going to break my fast before dinner so that I can have dinner, do our library program, take the friend back to her house, and then do Wendy's. Like I'll have my window be later. So I'm thinking of it, but I'm not obsessing or like, oh, should I get a Frosty with my family? Should I not? I don't know if that makes sense. That's my answer. Let's see. Vika said, thank you. You're welcome. Same here. Afraid to add carbs in. I think I really wish I had advice for you guys, and I don't, because you saw I did the keto trial and then I gained most of the weight back, but I didn't have any like super, and I didn't gain all of the weight back. But I think that's one of the big reasons that I didn't diet while I did it, is I just wanted to be able to do it, have whatever my results were, be my results, and then keep going. So, but I know so many people do that. So good luck. You'll get there. Jill Parsons says, hello from Ohio. I've been doing intermittent fasting since June 14th, down 4 pounds so far. And I've even been able to do intermittent fasting on vacation. I haven't restricted my diet at all, and I'm still successful. Yay. That is exactly what my journey was. We actually had like a mini 3-day vacation right when I started. And I think that was something that was super helpful to me in my journey starting, was going on vacation at the beginning and seeing that I could still do it. There was one thing that I felt very left out of, but I thought, okay, if I break it now, I'm going to always break my fast. And I didn't do it. It was a little like lakeside shack, and they had all fried food. And I'm sure it was like quality wise the same as any fried food place, but it looked like a fun place to order. And it was a little mom and pop hole in the wall type thing. Anyways, I didn't get lunch, but we had a fabulous dinner that night, and we got ice cream. And I loved it so much that I thought that was worth fasting for, like having the freedom to order whatever I wanted. And it was like an upscale Asian cuisine. It was so good. I can still remember the fried chicken. And then we got ice cream, and I got a lemon soft serve dipped in chocolate. And I loved it so much on vacation still that it made me think, wow, I felt a little left out earlier, but this was so nice. And I enjoyed dinner, and I'm not fretting about it. It really helped solidify like, oh, this could be a lifelong thing. And here we are over 2 years later. Let's see here. Someone took away their message, and someone's laughing at it. I want to be in on the joke. I don't know what I missed, but Tony says, I can only do extended fast during the week of my period. It seems to be the easiest time for me. I have such an easy time fasting during my period. But the week before my period, which I just got past, I have like all 18 or 19 hour fasts. The week before that week, I had like 24 to 26 hour fasts. And people think whatever they want. I read a lot of comments, they'll flash through or whatever. And someone was like, you keep extending your window. And actually, she was the same one that didn't like the 100-hour fast. I'm not extending my window. Like I literally go by how I feel. So before I was on my PMS week, before period, I had an easy time fasting. I wasn't doing it to do it. I was doing it because it's what felt good. And then the week I was PMSing before my period started, I opened my eating window at 18 or 19 hours because that's what my body told me to do. And I was still getting my fast in. So but it's funny because I'm actively on my period right now. Not that anyone wants to know that, but I have such an easier time now than the week before my period. So listen to your body. We're all different, but it is funny to me that to see someone else say that. I totally understand that. Jenny says that she gets so cold and you'd rather be hot. We must be twins, Jenny. I would much rather. I love to thrift. Sabrina says I should try thrifting. I'm guessing that has to do with the clothing. And yes, that makes it much easier for me to like try something and then see if I like it or not. The thing I really hate are jeans. Oh, and no one ever has my size in jeans anywhere, let alone thrifting. But yes, I love thrifting. I actually was just telling my mom, I think I might. Sorry, my cat is choking on air. We think she eats grass. I don't know. But if you hear her, that's what's going on. That I feel like I might like just not buy new clothes for myself anymore, because I do like thrifting or like buying secondhand a lot more than used. And then I would feel less bad about like turning over the wardrobe. And it's good for the environment. What benefits of adding electrolytes? I keep hearing about it and wondering if it's worth the money. So I'll say first and foremost, I've been given my electrolytes, so that makes it easier when they're free. But I do really like them. I just feel like it's very refreshing. I think they taste delicious. And I have noticed that I don't get the bubbly feeling in my cheeks like I used to, which people, I don't know. I actually thought that was fat burning on my face, which, I mean, I only have so much fat here. I didn't really know what it was. But people were mentioning in the comments that is probably low on minerals or electrolytes. And I have noticed since taking electrolytes, I don't have that feeling. I'm really interested when I do my 100-hour fast, probably next month. I still haven't figured out when, to add in unflavored electrolytes to see if I can not have the sore legs that I had with my 72-hour fast. And then if I'll get that sensation again. But it just feels very refreshing, and I've enjoyed taking it. So I don't have like a hard data to share with you. And like I said, I know it's much easier to try it when it's free. So they sent it to me and I really did like it. I have a coupon code I've shared. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but it gives you 25% off and free shipping. So if you like a coupon, I'll put that in the comments too. But I've noticed that I like it. I don't have hard data to share why it's worth it though, if that makes sense. Let's see. Add good ID. If you do try them though, I think the watermelon, I literally could drink that all day. It tastes so good. Do medications break your fast? Oh wait, I missed one. I'll go back up. I think it's a gray area. I think it does probably break your fast, but I would work with your physician on if you can take it while you're fasting or not. I wouldn't ever like stop my watch to take medication. So like in October, I had LASIK eye surgery. I had some medication to take with that right beforehand. I did have to take it with food. There was no wiggle room around it. And then I had surgery in December again to get my tonsils out, and they wanted me to take some medication every 4 hours with food. And I explained to them that I prefer fasting. The doctor gave me a really hard time. He's one of those negative Nellies, and he's like, well, when you decide to give that up, maybe we should do this. And I'm like, I've been doing it almost 2 years. And he was like, oh, well, maybe you're not going to give it up. But he was just super negative. Anyways, he was like, well, he had originally told me to take this pain medicine and steroid with food, but he said, it's up to you. If it doesn't make your stomach upset or you can deal with the slight nausea, then it does not have to have food. Did it break my fast? I don't really know, but I didn't stop my watch for it. I didn't stop my timers. I still took it. I chose to not take it with food. But again, just talk to your physician, but it probably does something. I mean, you're ingesting it and your body's breaking it down. Does it slightly break your fast? I'd be curious. I should have done some blood testing if I was in a better state of mind, just to see if my ketosis level changed. But you got to do what you got to do, right? Like I wasn't going to let my tonsils hurt me to not break the fast. And a lot of medications, obviously important. Okay. Crystal says, I binge watched your YouTube videos in October 2021, and I started a 6-hour eating window. Then I worked down to 4 hours in December, and I've been eating 1 hour window since January. Wow. 1 hour every day. That's crazy. I do that often, but not every day. If that works for you, congratulations. If there's ever a time where you need more flexibility, don't be super rigid. But it sounds like you've got this. You're almost at a year. So congratulations. Let's see. Rhonda says, new to your channel and absolutely loving it. Thank you. Literally binge watching your channel. I have most of the books that you mention in your videos and more. You're me if I had a channel. Oh, that feels highly like a compliment. So thank you. You're relatable. I honestly appreciate that. And sometimes I feel like, should I say that or should I? No, I don't really care. Like, if it doesn't sit well with someone, they probably won't like my channel, and I can't keep up with trying to please everyone. So I'm glad it's relatable and that the people that like it are here. So thank you. Hannah says, Tony, I've seen a couple things that say that makes sense. It's supposed to do something about your hormones and are doing during that time. Yeah, there are, I think this is back to the period comment. There are some people that are like period experts. I really should pay more attention to that. I mean, I'm 35. I've been on this period train for 23 years. I should be more in tune with it. But I will also say this, no one's asked this, but my period is so much more regular than it ever was before I fasted, which I think is a good sign. It used to be like 40 days in between a cycle, then 17, and then who knows? I never knew when it was coming. It would just be here. It wouldn't go away. It's so regular, so much more regular. It's not like 28 days on the dot, but it's like 27, 29. Very regular since I became a faster. The continual bad breath would be a deal breaker for me. It is annoying. And like I've mentioned this in the past, I will put like a breath strip in my mouth if I'm going somewhere and I know I'm going to be around people. Does that break my fast? Probably. Does it? Even if it made me hungry, I wouldn't stop fasting. I'm good enough at fasting now that I can push through it if I needed to. But yeah, my family deals with it. Sorry, guys. We moved south for warm weather for us raw vegan eating. I would love to move south. Okay, Jenny says put pink salt in water. It's cheap and it works. I'll have to try that. Let's see here. Can I add cinnamon to black coffee without breaking my fast? Following the rules that I was taught, no. Cinnamon would definitely pique my interest. I put that on a lot of foods that I like. It would make me feel like I'm eating, and that's the general idea is the flavor would make your body believe you're about to eat. It would release insulin and preparation. And I would not recommend cinnamon in black coffee. What kind of tea do I drink? I never, ever, ever drink tea until recently. I mean, my father-in-law makes iced tea and I used to drink it at their house. My mom always made iced tea. I would drink it at her house. That was long before I was fasting. But this is just unflavored, plain iced tea at Panera. I'm part of their Sips Club, and this is not sponsored. But I think it's $11 now, but I've been doing it so long, I only pay $9. You can get unlimited black coffee, black iced coffee, and unlimited flavored iced tea and all their other beverages, like the fountain beverages. Every 2 hours, you can get a new one. I normally take in my refillable mug, but that was through the drive-thru. So whatever Panera has, it's unflavored, and it's really delicious and very cold. And I don't make it, but I don't make tea. So I don't know what exact leaves they use. Shirley says, I've been fasting for 4 weeks and I've lost 12 pounds. I love intermittent fasting. I've done it every day for 4 weeks. Congratulations. I'm glad you love it and that you found it to be something you can sustain. Felix asks, what is your motivation or purpose for living the fasting lifestyle? And what would you say should be the motivation of others should have for doing the same thing? Okay, so there's a different one that from starting and for continuing. So I came to it simply, I wanted to lose weight. So I treated it as a diet. I thought, I've heard this works. Let me see. And it did work. But my motivation now is one, I feel amazing. Like I mentally have lost such a burden that I carried with me. And I didn't realize what it was, but the mental fatigue of dieting and feeling like I need to lose weight, that I was uncomfortable in my own skin, that I hated every picture I saw myself in, or should I eat this, or I want to make this for dinner, but I know the calories are higher, all those decisions. Not having that is the best part of intermittent fasting for me personally. I feel really amazing, and I've seen so many health benefits that I truly think, and it's easy to say it because I've lost the weight, but the way I feel is so much better. The mental, all I could think of was emotional, the mental burden lifted. And then the more I read about it, the more I learn and realize that it can really help keep diseases away or help prevent other health issues in the future. That's very motivating to me. So my biggest motivation is how good I feel mentally and physically. And that I get to still enjoy food, and that I think it helps me maintain health. And on top of that, I've seen my blood tests are better and they're all good. From my primary care physician, any ones that I've taken through like the mail-in services. And then I've had health, like my eyesight improved, my fatty liver, according to blood tests, went away. All these different health indicators are very motivating to keep going. And I think, oh, my timer's going off. Okay, I'm gonna have to wrap it up because I promised the kids, like I said, there's 2 upstairs and 2 downstairs. I think that the motivation for everyone should be pursuit of health, probably. And I feel like I'm able to pursue health and balance my love of food. And I feel like I can find joy in the middle with both. Cordelia says, okay, wait, let's see. I missed Jenny. Sorry. Do I like 100-calorie down days? Or just do daily OMAD these days? I do 500-calorie down days. If it was 100 calories, I would just completely not eat it all. I wouldn't do 100 calories. That would be such a tease. I love 500-calorie down days, though. I think it's a fun game. I feel really good after I do them. And then I usually do them in preparation for an up day. And my up days, usually I'm going to meet my husband for lunch, or I'm going to go to my mom's house. Or last week I met a friend at the country club and we had an up day. It was fun. I'm not a member of the country club. She brought me with her, but I like having it along with OMAD. So I wouldn't do it every other day. That would be too much for me, but I like having the variety. Cordelia says she loved the interview with my dad. I'm visiting him in like 2 or 3 weeks, August 13th. And he said yes to another interview. So I need to put a post out asking for questions for him. And he's willing, he's game. Hello from South Africa. Hello. There's so much more, you guys. I am so sorry. I have to go. I have so many kids here. Oh my goodness. Come early. Questions get answered if you're here early. And next week I'll do a longer one. I'll make sure of it. So thank you. Oh, my timer just went off again. I hit a sleep almost. So thank you so much, you guys. I really love having these chats. I'm sorry this one's really quick. Like I said, we have guests over today and we have library events and lots of fun going on. It's summertime. My kids are almost back in school next month, but it's been a pleasure. I love talking with you guys. Thank you, Mom, for being a moderator. I hope you didn't have to moderate anything, but I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. And there'll still be videos coming out, but I'll be live again next week. So see you guys.